This works now. Yep, it's working.
Is it? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We just need someone to find us now.
We'll use this for the chat.
Right. Oh, got a like. Somebody's liked.
Me.
Oh. Well, I'll get on there and put a like on then. That'll be 2 likes. Well, I'll get on there and put a like on then. That'll be 2 likes. 2 likes. 3 watching.
Live chat. Hello, everybody.
Hello, you 3. You 10. Fire Blaster. Good evening, Fire Blaster. I'll just switch this off. Of course. 15.
Best way to it is this way.
Somerset Bricky. Great, thank you. How are you doing yourself? What are you doing?
Putting the Instagram that we're live.
Alright. That's it, we've been going a minute now anyway, so I've had a couple on, so.
I'll be with you in a second. That's up.
How do we in? We're not interrupting your television schedule tonight, are we? He's just gone. Hello, Brazil. Glad you could join us. Hi, Dave. Haven't watched your video yet today. We've been a bit busy today. We're working this morning. Been out with Christine today, so I'll get round to watching it. Always watch it. Where's the chat going?
Here.
Right. So got up to Dave. Dave's from D&J. Phil McLaughlin. Hi, Phil. And Doug Ives and Doug E. Hello from California. Hey, thanks for joining us in California. A bit warmer than here. Waiting patiently for 2032. Oh, 2030. Yeah, that's the part 3 of the controversial watch job, which we've had a lot of stick about. How do we get this translated? Let me just translate that.
I don't know if we can on live.
I can translate it on this.
I know we can on the comment section, but I don't know about live.
Give me a second.
Hi, everyone.
Image text. No. Good Sunday, everyone. Yeah, good Sunday. I've managed to translate it on the phone. What have we all been up to today? We did a bit of work this morning, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Prepping a slab, hopefully, to get some concrete tomorrow. We've actually got 3 extensions, so we've got probably 9-10 videos on the hard drive ready to be edited up, and plus a load more to catch up. Got loads of footage to put on YouTube, so we could have a month off and still have loads to show you. Had a chilly day. It's definitely been windy, hasn't it? Definitely felt a bit more like winter today.
A chill day.
Oh, chill day. I've got the wrong glasses on. I need to get my readers on, don't I? Yeah, it was still a chill day, wasn't it? We weren't killing ourselves, really.
Oh, yeah.
We went in at 9. Right, get the... excuse me a minute.
Good just pointed at that chat.
Yeah. Where's it gone? These are beasts of construction. Thank you.
Where?
Yeah. Oh, I've been called worse. Richard Longschlong. Triple thumbs up, thank you. What have we got to talk? Oh yeah, we hit 18,000 subscribers this morning, which is really good.
Thank you, everybody.
Heading headlong towards 20,000, and we've already got one company on who's going to give us some stuff to give away. So we're doing it like we did at 15. Did we do it at 15 or 10? We did a 10,000.
10,000, yeah.
We'll do a 20,000 giveaway, so we're going to get some good gear to give away. Some nice freebies for our subscribers. Sledgehammer. I just did a dirt in the sink. Whatever that means.
I'll tell you what, we'll flip this round.
What's that, Bob?
So we could look at the chat and look at the camera at the same time, but we can't.
Cheers, David.
Orientation's locked. I'll turn this one down as well. There we go. Unorganised as always.
Alright. We're random at best on our lives.
Yeah.
You have all these people with fancy stuff and this, what's it called, StreamYard and
Yeah.
No, that's a bit beyond us, that. Thanks to everybody who turned up on Monday for our first premiere on a Monday. We actually had 516 people show up for that. We've never had that many people in before, and obviously Monday's the new Friday for us. It's, obviously there's people are doing stuff on Fridays. And we left it a bit too long, so we finally moved over to the Monday, and it was done really well. What else news have we got?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the stream, everybody. We'll see you later.
It's the end of the theme park season.
Yeah.
No more riding on roller coasters. Well, not quite. Blackpool's up until December. Diabert, I'm watching you in my shed. Moose has wind and I couldn't breathe. Poor Moose.
And Dougie, did we finish the big blockwork summer house?
Yeah, that was done in June, that. But the footage is scattered all over my hard drive, and I've been trying to... I'm actually editing the last episode at the moment. It's nearly ready. At the moment it's an hour and 20 minutes long, so it needs chopping down a bit. Christ. That was a close one. I spotted your t-shirt. Have you been to Alton Towers fireworks this year? No. Gutted I missed them. We watched, me and Chris watched Theme Park Worldwide on the telly last night, on big telly. The fireworks looked excellent. Sorry I missed that. We managed...
Did Scarefest?
We did Scarefest, yeah. We did Scarefest. And we did the last late night ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That was last weekend. Which we actually got rained off from work, so Christine said, why don't you go to Blackpool for the rest of the day? So we drove at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Cost us £92, but it was worth it. We were there till 10 o'clock. Had a great time, didn't we?
Woody, hi boys, great show, have a great week. Thank
Hi,
you,
Woody.
Steve Brown, I was there Friday and Saturday, it was incredible.
Wow, 2 nights on the trot, that's nice. I haven't been to the fireworks for I bet it's 20 years since I've seen the fireworks at Alton Towers. I just couldn't handle the thought of the queues, but I noticed it was very reduced numbers in the park. Up near Chris, yeah, Chris. It's about an hour and 40 minutes for us, so it's not too bad. But when we go down, we always have a night over at the hotel instead of driving back the same day. Towers is 3 miles from me. That's just great. Imagine being 3 miles from Alton Towers.
You can just go there for the
Just go where you like, yeah. You can walk it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we've got Alton Towers hour and 40 that way, and we've got Blackpool 40 minutes the other.
Gee whiz, evening chaps, have we ever checked out Durapost? Not looking yet, but maybe next year.
Durapost. That rings a bell, what is it? Just remind me what that is. I've heard it, I can't think what it is.
A really strong fencing post.
It could be. It could be the aluminium ones. Fridays, always very quiet, and they reduce numbers for fireworks night. Can't believe I thought the numbers would be meant, because we were there, like I say, for the last Scarefest night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And as we drove to the hotel, all the grass car parks were up and running, ready for somebody said they're ready for the fireworks night, so I thought, if they need the overflow car parks and the grass, there must be a lot of people coming, but obviously not.
Just going back to Steve Wiz's steel fence posts.
Yeah, there's a place in Skem near us who supply it, but we haven't actually used it ourselves yet. We've not done our fencing lately. It's too expensive. We tend to do timber posts, timber rails and feather edge boards, really. We've not done the Durapost stuff.
And
When we're looking in. It's too small, isn't it? Follow your channel.
And John Holland, love your videos. All the best from Alberta, Canada. Thank you very much, John.
I've got California and Canada.
Hello
Thank you.
Canada. Hello to Canada.
Yeah.
And Steve again. They have to. Oh, yeah, you've read that one. Oh no.
Yeah.
They have to reduce them because they closed the areas behind the towers for the show. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Namely, where that is.
Lawrence Baker, hi guys, I'm new to your channel and already have learned a lot from you, Lawrence from Heathrow.
Nice one, Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence, we're glad to learn something.
Hope you haven't learnt any bad habits.
And Peter Harbour, whereabouts are we based?
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
South Lancashire. Sort of between Liverpool and Wigan.
Yeah.
How many have we got in? Got 37 in. What else do we need to talk about? Can't think of anything. Fancy shit.
Thanks.
Anyone got any questions? Well, there's only a few of us in.
So it wasn't very well planned, was it?
It never is. We just go on, don't we?
We should have done it closer to our big announcement.
Yeah. Birkdale outfit do. Birkdale outfit do door post. I've got a bunch of concrete blown out, falling, failing that. Do you crash cover Bamber Bridge to replace concrete? We're pretty much snowed under with the brickwork at the moment. We're not really doing fencing at the moment, are we? And we
No.
don't do. We try to avoid doing the concrete if we can. It's a shame that D&J aren't a bit closer to you because they're the fencing meisters.
Yeah.
They supply and fit, and they do such a great job.
David's asking how the tool belts have been going.
I've
not worn it for about 3 months now.
I love my tool belt. He's had enough of his. He's got bored with it.
It's not that I'm bored with it, it's just a lot of jobs haven't really required the tool belt.
No,
And the ones like where they have the spaces and
space,
tight
yeah.
spaces, yeah. So
you've got to be careful. If you haven't got much room, you can end up knocking your wall over and stuff and catching stuff with the belt. You need plenty of room for your belt.
Yeah.
I
Lombard.
still recommend one though.
Lombard, do you leave cement mixer running whilst you're working? Any tips on keeping it clean between mixes?
No, don't keep it running between during that running. If you keep it running with a mix, it just ends up like Angel Flight and you can't use it.
But we will, and to keep it clean in between, we'll just pour the water in and keep it running while there's water in it.
Yeah, just give it a little brush around the edge. And whenever you're doing a mix, pour the water in onto the rim, so it runs down into the mixer. It takes all the crap into the mixer.
And it polishes the rim then as well, like where the mortar's
Yeah.
slipped out.
And any chance you get, throw a bag of 10mm limestone in for half an hour, it'll polish it right up. Just had ours welded yesterday.
Yeah.
The second paddle bust out, so they've both been welded now. The front welds, and we snapped the belt about a month ago. That's been fixed, but apart from that, it's running like fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Tick a tack, tick a tick, tick a tick. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi, tick a tick. And have we stopped doing merchandise? Asked David White. No, we haven't. We're still going with merch.
No, we it's still in the merch shelf below the, but it's with Teespring, and to be honest, it's I went with them because it's all linked into the YouTube channel, and they're just too expensive, and we haven't really sold much, have we?
No.
We've sold loads to Christy, my wife, so most of it been bought by us, but we've found another place to get our own stuff done online, and we've also found a local place which we're actually going to this week to get some new t-shirts made up for our upcoming project, and then we'll probably look into that because I've also had an email off Teespring saying they're discontinuing some of the stuff. I've tried to get hats done by them, and it's too overcomplicated the way they do it. I'm sure
It's a lot easier doing things our own way.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
just getting the hat.
Oh.
Because
Why are you teasing them with it then if they can't get it?
we're going to try and get them made.
Yeah. Divert. My mate played rugby league up your way, not sure for who, but Wigan sounds familiar.
There's a hat. I think, what's it called? We're online or something.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But cracking quality, that. And it's a lot cheaper than Teespring. You can't, that's embroidered as well.
Never coming to a shop near you, so enjoy it.
We're working on it. And we've got the beanies as well.
Gareth, hello boys. So are you focused on private work or are you willing to do a bit more site work for a good company?
Nope,
Absolutely not.
not a chance. Doesn't matter how good the company is, they'll still treat you like crap.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
We've been doing much better on our own.
Yeah. Less stress, less hassle,
Yeah.
less pressure. I've had more time off than I've ever had off. It's just great.
Gee whiz, what did you say near Bamber Bridge? You missed it. What did you say about Bamber Bridge? Was it to do with the Dura posts?
Oh, I don't know. I missed that too. Do you cover Bamber Bridge to replace concrete? Not really. We've got too much stuff local, so we try to avoid it. I mean, I spent 10 years doing foundations all over the place, and then we've managed to get away from that and get local work, which has been great. So we don't really travel out the furthest we've been is Leyland, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they were jobs we got off YouTube, but they were brickwork jobs as well. I don't think we travel up there to do fencing. We do small local jobs if we're doing fencing, but apart from that, we stick to the brickwork really.
And wooden fencing?
Yeah, it's timber fencing. We don't do the concrete stuff. You need to be young and fit like Stevie.
I'm young and fit. Well, I'm young, but I still don't like concrete fencing.
No, it's wrestling it down, all the rashes on your shoulders and
yeah. Dave said it's a good tip for the mixer.
Yeah.
And
look after your mixer. You've got to have a good mixer.
And Ryan Escar, did you go to college? What do you do if you have gaps in knowledge, but want to own work extensions? So do we go to college, and what do we do about gaps in knowledge?
Well,
you're always learning.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
I've
learned loads from you. I've learned so much from having the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And it's also made me a better bricklayer, because the gaps in the knowledge, you just go on YouTube and there's somebody somewhere will know something that you don't. I mean, people have said we've helped them, and I've picked up tips from Charlie Collinson, from Rob Songer, even how can I forget his name? Mark. Yeah.
Who's Mark?
He did the live Q&A yesterday. Somebody will say it in the chat. What's that say? I'm too old for fencing as well, mate. Don't blame me, Dave. You do the finesse stuff.
Are you booked up solid? I know materials hard to get hold of.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Bricks are a nightmare, because pretty much half the bricks that were here 10 years ago have been discontinued. We've just done an extension in Ormskirk, and the bricks were from Turkey, and they were the only ones who could get a similar match to a brick that's been discontinued. There's been so many discontinued, it's ridiculous. The one we're on now, we're using an alternative because they've been discontinued years ago. Blocks are back to normal, aren't they? Cement's back to normal.
Yeah, block and cement are quite good.
Yeah.
Sand's alright at the moment as well.
Yeah. It's all settled down a bit now, it's just gone, everything's just gone ridiculous.
Yeah, the price has gone up. Mark Hepp.
That's the one.
Wait, you forgot Mark Hepp's name?
I can't believe I forgot his second name. I feel so bad. But you know it's when you're on your live, it just goes.
I thought you were looking for a different Mark.
No. But Mark invited us down to show us how to do the plasterboarding.
Well, if you forgot his name, then yeah.
He'll speak to us again.
Sorry, Mark, if you ever see this.
Talking to Mark Hepp, check out his latest video. He did a 55-minute Q&A, and it's a good laugh. And also, Rodian's just released a video yesterday, and Holly has now got a YouTube channel, which I suggest you. I can't put the link in because it's live, but Holly Montague, check that out. She's put a video on there, and it explains all about her illness, and it's a big eye opener. It's very somber. Let's just say that, but it's an amazing video. She's very brave to do it.
Gino or Gino asks, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Do we ever fall out or disagree with each other working together every day? We don't disagree, we just sometimes
sulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've never fell out, we never had a slanging match. Never.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. He's getting bigger than me now. But he's definitely coming on. He doesn't need watching all the time now. He knows his own stuff. He knows what to do. I can leave him to it and he'll get on with it. He knows all the basics. He knows. He's getting there.
You always leave me.
Well, if you learn to drive, you could leave me then, couldn't you?
We'll come back.
Yeah. Right, we missed the pouring in now.
Diver at Helens, not Wigan.
Eh? St Helens.
St Helens.
That's what he means.
Oh.
St Helens. Yeah, they're like the derby clubs in the rugby then. We're as close to Wigan as we are to St Helens actually.
Gareth's put breaks your heart, Paul Holly.
It certainly does.
Oh, yeah.
If you follow her on Instagram, she does regular updates on Instagram. But the videos are real. It's, how do I describe it? Not heartbreaking, but she fills in all the gaps that was in Instagram. She tells you exactly what happened, like bit by bit, from before the diagnosis and all the way through to now.
Yeah. Fire Blaster wants to see our Lego.
Which Lego? There's loads of it.
Are we building any new ones? Not yet. We want to get the McAllister house.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. The Home Alone house, that looks fantastic.
That looks really good. And like they're really plugging it as well.
Yeah.
But that looks really fun.
See, they were our first YouTube videos, our Lego videos. Stop shaking your head, they were good videos then.
Bricklaying with Lego.
Yeah. That's what Lego bricks, aren't they? You never rained off doing but Lego, are you? In fact, that's what we're doing, we are rained off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl says hi.
Hi, Carl.
And Fire Blaster. We would bring down the Lego, but it's too big.
It's too big.
And it's lost.
It's buried at the moment.
It's buried behind the Christmas stuff.
Oh, Mum's in.
Mum said no chance.
No
No,
chance.
it's not up to her.
No.
It's up to us.
Take over the spare room.
Yeah. It'll go nice in the cabinet.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas decoration, Mum.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got the Disney Castle, which is 750 mil high by about...
That's a bit dramatic.
It is 75 centimetres.
No, it's not that big.
It is 75
It's about
centimetres.
that big.
No, it's bigger than that. 75 centimetres is the top of the spire. It's on the box. So we never disagree. And we've got the Death Star, which is... It's no good on there, is it? But what is it, about 500 by 500? It's big, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't
It's
measure.
big.
I don't measure them.
It's big.
Do we look forward to working through the winter, or do we dread it?
Dread it.
Dread it.
Never used to bother me. Hate it now.
I like the winter, but I don't like working in the winter.
I hate the winter and I hate working in the winter. There's nothing good about winter whatsoever.
When are you going to start doing plasterboarding and plastering? Says Gareth.
Never.
Mark
Mark offered to show us how to do it, but it would have been nice to go over and see him. But I stick to what we know. I don't want to start doing stuff and then if you start doing stuff that you're not quite familiar with, then you can become unstuck and get into a mess. So we'll leave that to the experts.
Yeah. And David White, I still play with Lego, but on a bigger scale and made of concrete.
Yeah, they're great. They're fantastic. Have you seen them?
I've seen the ones on site. The Lego.
It's exactly the same. But
Yeah.
they've got a mould. They make their own.
Right.
So they're slowly going through the yard, making all the bays,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 high. Look fantastic. Yeah, we've seen them used on a retaining wall on a housing estate.
Mum's talking out of the.
What's you read saying?
I'm just ignoring Mum's. One of my garage walls is letting in water. Plus, there's always a lot of sand from the wall on the floor. Is it possible to seal it, or will it need repointing? It's a garage wall, that's odd.
It's a tough one without seeing it. It does ground against it. You need to like D&J have just done in Wednesday's video. Is reduce the ground because that's what was happening. One of their jobs, the water was coming into the garage because the ground level was too high. So you've got to make sure your ground's below DPC. So even 7 Newton blocks is quite porous with a lot of rain on it. So repointing isn't going to solve anything. I mean, you can always, if it's just driving in the rain, you can always put Thompson's water seal on it. If the pointing's really bad, repoint it. But if it's that bad, you're probably better rendering it. Give it a bit of protection. There's no use pointing anything on the internal face because the water's still penetrating through the wall. It needs to be protected on the outside face to stop things actually getting in. But Thompson's water seal might be a good idea. A few coats of that stuff. It's like a silicone that's it soaks into the blocks, and it's I think it's breathable.
Gareth says he'll keep us warm in winter.
Yeah.
And Doug, if you don't mind me asking, where do you find your customers, jobs, word of mouth, or YouTube? Both?
Both. Never advertise. The only advertising we do is the van.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like,
We've had a few jobs off the van.
and as the channels grew a little bit, more people like reached out from the channel, like emailed Dad and
Yeah, since we put the email on these channel, that's a big help.
yeah.
And we were sat in McDonald's the other week in Leyland, and I got a comment on one of the videos, and it said, "Currently sat in the car park at McDonald's next to your van watching one of your videos," and put a comment on the video, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was a bit weird. But while we're on, before we carry on, I don't know if he's on tonight or not, but we're in Fairwoods in Burscough on Friday or Thursday. Anyway, Thursday or Friday, and the lad in the yard's name's Si, and he came up, he's helping us load up, and he said that he watches the channel, so I promised him that we'd give him a shout out, so hello to Si. From Fairwoods. Every time we met somebody before, we've always forgot to ask the name, so I made sure I got it this time. So it's Si from Fairwoods. Nice to meet you.
Di says 750 mil and I'm with Alex. Gareth's just messing. Toxic Pig, how long has Alex worked with you? Well, I met him in 1999. So
He arrived in 1999.
yeah, so that's when we met, and then like it took me 20 years to get used to him, and then after 15 years of knowing him, he decided to let me join him.
He begged to let me work with you. Well, not really. I tried to talk him out of it, but he'd had none of it.
Mm-hmm. Never looked back. Martin, greetings chaps, enjoy the live feed chat this evening. Hope you are all well there. Thank you very much for doing good.
Hello Martin, this is the first time I've had you on live, I think, isn't it? We always chat in the comments, but never live.
You read again. The problem was a shed roof leaning against it for 30 years, but I've taken the shed down now, so it's not as bad, but still a very damp wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like it needs airing out, doesn't it? I think it's just try everything we said. Just try it all bit by bit. Try the repointing first. Try the Thompson's water seal. I mean, if it's like green and mould, give it a good clean, a jet wash first, get all the crap off it, and then try that.
Chris asks, Gavin. Sorry, Gavin, I completely missed you there. Love the channel, great work. Thank you, Gavin.
Thank you.
Appreciate the kind words. And now Chris asks, what's your favourite ride at Alton Towers?
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Even though I've got a Rita t-shirt on today, but I do like Rita, and I also like Smiler.
Either the Smiler, Nemesis, or Wicker Man.
Oh yeah, and Wicker Man back row, Nemesis front left or back, and Smiler pretty much anywhere. Smiler's just bonkers. I just hate the queue for Smiler.
Yeah.
Just horrible queue in a cage.
Doug, thank you, Brick Doctors. and Nia's on.
Hi Nia.
Hey Nia, do you have any fun December plans when and if you're both free? Christmas festivals and such? Well, funny you should mention that, Nia. I'm coming down to see you, aren't I? I'm going down to Sweden to go spend some time with Nia in December, on Boxing Day till New Year.
So I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Boxing Day to take this one to the airport. No, he's worth it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nia came down in October for
She joined us for Scarefest.
Yeah, came to Scarefest, so that was an experience for her coming to England to Alton Towers for the day.
Stuck with me for a few days. Terence?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Stephen.
Stephen. Thanks, Stephen and Alex, for your videos and hard work. What happened to the office shed build? Has it finished? Office shed build. Is that the summer house?
The summer house thing. That's see, the thing with our channel is, it's like D&J, who's in the chat tonight. Theirs is done in order, so you follow their week through on Wednesdays and Sundays. Well, we just film. We film more of each job, so it's and it goes onto the hard drive, and basically I just edit them as and when. when we do a series and it's like 1 of 5, they don't tend to do very well. Each one that comes out does less well and less well. So I tried to space them out so the videos are a bit more random. Like you'll see videos in 3 months and we'll be in our shorts because we've got stuff back from May and June that I still haven't edited yet. But that's just the way they come out. We just put them out as projects rather than a timeline. So it's very rare you'll see an up-to-date video from us. This is about as up-to-date as it gets, is alive.
Yeah.
I never edit things straight away. Like we've got 3 extensions done now. We're halfway through our 3rd extension, which has been 3 on a trot, which we've never done before. We've been on site, everything used to be weekends, but now it's full time, so it's so much better. So I've got a lot of editing to do.
Where are we at? Just we're at Red Terrence, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ben Feeney?
I can't even see them, I have my glasses on.
Alright, lads, do you watch any of the Bricklayers channels?
Loads.
Take it away.
He watches none.
Like, hear me out. I spent the whole day bricklaying. I'm not going to watch my job. I've got horror shows to watch. I've got The Office to watch.
You got Nia to talk to.
Exactly, and that they kind of fit into one. And I've got COD to play. I'm behind on this current season at the moment.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've got Pokemon coming out in a few days.
My argument is he needs to watch some YouTube videos to pick up tips.
Yes.
It's like homework.
Yes.
Which he obviously doesn't want to do. But if I can pick up tips, he can pick a world of tips off it. But anyway, that's another story.
I can only learn from you. You have to like funnel it to me.
I'll start giving you assignments at night then.
My authority complex. Mark Craig.
We haven't mentioned the channels. Do you want to ram a couple off?
Ram a couple on.
Right, we've got Marquette for starters, who was on last night. Rodian, who also put one out last night.
Build with A&E.
Build with A&E, a fantastic channel. New kid on the block, Izzy the Bricky. We've got Bricklayer Worldwide. He's at Sandy Down, London Way. He's fantastic. He's like old school, plenty of tips. You've got Charlie
Collinson.
Yeah, he doesn't need this. You don't need to say his second name.
You could be talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Well, yeah, but Charlie Collinson, he's fantastic.
There you go, Collinson Brickwork, says Mark Lawrence.
Yeah. Who else? Anyone else I've forgotten? I do apologise.
Yeah, there's a load of you out there.
There's a load. I do watch a load of them. I subscribe to a lot of them, but my problem is I watch too many and I end up not getting my edits done. So I'm trying to cut down the amount that I watch and trying to get more editing done.
I should cut down too then.
No, you need to start and have mine cut down.
Mark Craig, I'm an apprentice brickie, loving it and love watching the videos. Well, thank you, Mark.
Good.
Hopefully you can pick up some tips and
Hopefully
tricks.
it's helpful, yeah.
That's what we're here for. And then you Red says thanks for the tips and love the channel. Thank you. Tall Carpenter. Oh, he's retracted his message.
Was that abuse?
Oh no, here he is. we'll travel to him here quick. Hi guys, when it comes to carpenters, do you love them? A, with all our hearts. B, a little bit. C, not at all. D, what's love got to do with it?
Well, I was supposed to be a carpenter, so I have a bit of affinity with carpenters. But there's no carpentry course left on the YTS, so I became a bricklayer. But no, a lot of our jobs that we do are for carpenters and joiners. So they get the job, get us in to do the base and brickwork. They can be a pain in the arse, but they can help you out as well.
Dougie's going now, he's going to watch Call the Midwife. Enjoy Call the Midwife, Doug.
Thanks for tuning
in. Go on, sorry.
Site work, the joiners are great, weren't they? Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He liked us and we liked him.
That's it really, isn't it? As long as like you get a good working relationship with them.
Yeah, as long as you don't take the piss out of each other and you help each other out, which isn't, it's the same everywhere, isn't it? Think about the next trade after you and just have a bit of courtesy for people. And
yeah, like he used to get his spot boards ready.
Yeah.
He was cutting spare wood down and say some spot boards.
Yeah, he was doing the joists and floorboards. He used to, instead of just throwing it in the skip, he'd cut them all down, stack them on the scaffold for us. And he'd talk to us a bit like, I want you to do this for me, or can you do that for me? And same the other way around for us. Just little details that, one of the wall plates needed bedding up. So the rough bricklayers who replaced us put it on, I'm not joking, on a 60mm bed on top of a caution brick. So he said that was a mess. So what we did, we just used the Makita circular saw and cut down blocks to 100mm. So we put a nice tight block in and put a nice tight wall plate on top, just because he let us know, and we thought, well, let's make it easy for everybody, make it look better. So just a bit of talking to each other.
Yeah. Frank Hallhouse, you...
Where are you now? Aren't we up here?
No. What are we...
You skipped a few.
Oh yeah,
didn't
I
you?
skipped to Carpenter, didn't I? Oh, Doug has gone too.
See you, Doug. Thanks for joining us.
William Ferguson, have you ever worked with bricklayers from different countries? And if so, have any of their techniques surprised you? Not worked with any, but you watch...
Oh, that's one I missed out. Jay.
Jay, there you go.
Jay.
Another channel, Jay.
Brock. Anyone of you in here who watch him will know how good he is. Never worked with him, but I watch him all the time, and his videos are fantastic. And he's an all round. He does a bit of everything, but he's great on the trowel. And he uses the little Dutch trowel. He's from Belgium, and he uses the tubs. And he's just done a load of brickwork where it was extra thin beds, and I think they were just perped, but then they were raked back. And he actually used a gun to put it was more like an adhesive than a mortar. That looked just fantastic. But he's done some great stuff. Traditional builds and modern builds and cantilevers, concrete and all kinds of stuff. Actually, one of the lintels I think was something like, must have been 12 metres long, just floating brickwork. Just the lintels attached to this concrete, and you've got this floating brickwork, and it went right around the corner of the building. And then the brickwork went underneath as well. Oh, it's amazing. Check him out, Jay Brock.
Martin, 18k subscribers now. Well done on that. Thank you, Martin. Looking forward to the big reveal on the corroded steel RSJ's garage job on Monday.
Oh, the controversial manhole job. God, I had some stick about that. We were called effing something by somebody, weren't we? I pinned it to the top anyway, but we got some right abuse. And I can't remember what he put, but he wasn't very impressed with us.
We're bricklayers, not miracle workers.
No, really, he's a shop fitter.
Shoplifter. I read it as shoplifter.
I've been a shoplifter for 30 years.
Dave's saying now I should watch the other channel. I know I should.
Yes.
I know I should. Frank will get plenty of tips from Stu Crompton.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A lot of bricklayers watch your channel, Frank, again. And now Frankie, do we do work in the Liverpool area?
We've done a few jobs in McGull, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liverpool's a big place.
Yeah.
Liverpool, as in like Bootle and past, probably not. It's a bit of a trek. We don't like as we say, don't like travelling out too far. We've got so much work on the doorstep at the moment with the local builders, so there's no point travelling out when we've got work, and we are booked up now till
next year.
If Ed's extension comes off, you're probably talking May, June. We'll be busy till.
Yeah.
We're pushing jobs back all the time, because and we've still got this big announcement to come yet, but that's coming very close soon.
And speak of the devil, here's Izzy.
Izzy, hey up, Izzy. Glad you could join us. Did you make it in time for us to give you a plug?
Graham, hi there. There's a bit of a debate going on building corners without the use of a level. What are your views? I mean, unless you're like the Terminator with bloody precision vision, I'd say use a level. I wouldn't.
If you're happy doing that, then you're happy doing that. But personally, I don't like building corners, but if I do, it's level plumb every course. I mean, it's like profiles and corners, isn't it? And there's always so many people with different views, but there's room for everybody to have the views.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of idiots that talk rubbish, but there's plenty of good stuff on YouTube as well. Each to their own, I say. If you can do that, that's fine. Personally, I wouldn't do that, but I'm not knocking anybody who does.
Christian Hill, hello from Germany.
Hello, Germany. So we've got Germany, Canada, and California.
Guten Tag.
And Nottingham, bit of Stoke.
Kevin Johnson, how long have you known each other for? Well, I met him in 1999 when I was born, and then for the past 22 years
He's been living in my house.
Yeah, getting to know him a bit better. Learn to live with each other, kind of thing, you know.
Forgive kiss.
I don't do touching yet though. That's another few years. Can we eat a banana on camera? We're not that kind of channel, mate. I'm sorry.
I eat a banana every day, every lunchtime.
Don't give them fuel. Izzy didn't catch it. Well, we were listing off some good bricklaying channels, and
We were giving some good channels and bad channels, and yours was in the bad channels, I'm afraid. No, you're kidding. We're telling you you're one of the up and coming new channels to check you out.
Hello, my friend from some.
Check out his last video to check out his jeans. I'll leave you with that one.
So, hello from a thing I am not even going to try and attempt to say. Take a guess.
It's a foreign language, but I don't know what it is. But hello, my friend. Is it friend? Yeah. Hello.
Gareth Hope, a plug, love it. Frankie, can you put me in touch with a good bricklayer to do some work for me? Well, if you go to the link in the description, there's an email.
As long as you're not too far away. Where are you? We'll try and get you a bricklayer.
Mark Lawrence Collison Brickwork did a corner with no level other day and it was perfect.
Well, good on him.
If I did that, it would be absolutely...
I try to do 3 course corners only, and then once it starts up, I can get my profiles on there.
Yeah.
I've had the profile since 1987, and they've never let me down. Yeah. I'm a profile person if I can, but I can do it without profiles if I don't need to.
Liverpool West Derby.
Yeah, it's a bit way out for us, that.
Yeah, is that like near the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know anyone on that side, do we? But
No.
if anyone's on here and you're a bricklayer and you're over the West Derby part of Liverpool, give Frankie a shout. Sorry about that, mate. I've got to dry my mouth after all talking now.
Hello from someone called Sarah Kay.
Hello, Sarah. Is she asleep now?
Obviously not, she's messaged.
No, Daisy. She was trying to get asleep before me around there. Hello, do you like my channel? Preferably by gestures. We haven't seen your channel, I'm afraid. We don't even know what that says, unfortunately. Not sure what language that is. But, yeah.
Gestures. Not sure yet. No, she's awake.
That's who's awake. That's who we're talking about. Meet Daisy, the new member of the family.
Meet her again.
Yeah.
Izzy's asking what the big announcement is.
We haven't announced it yet, so you have to wait and
I
see.
said we should do the live closer to the announcement so we can announce on here, but
We'll do another one.
Gareth wants to know what it is too.
Wait and see. But it's soon. It's within the next week.
The announcement is I have the force.
So have I. Had one. Come on, then what's the announcement?
Do you have any contact with other YouTubers and do you feel like part of a YouTube community?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like, I was just saying this to Mark yesterday, it's a really good community. Everyone encourages each other. There's no bitchings between channels. You might get the odd ones having a snipe at each other, but we don't have that. I mean, we've had Rodian has given us some massive support, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he put a post on Instagram for us. We had 100 people follow us on Instagram just through Rodian putting one post up.
We've met him twice.
Yeah, we met him twice. We've been down to his, and he's been to our house, which is really good. Mark Hepp is another one. We follow Mark from the beginning, and he's a good laugh. Who else have we met? We've already met, haven't we? Built at A&E.
We've met Tony.
We've met Tony
and the lads.
What's the lads? Joe, John, and I think it's Mark.
This is a bad impression.
I know. But yeah, we've been down to meet those guys. They were really great to meet. We haven't met anyone else, have we?
No.
No, but we do chat. I watch a lot of videos, and I believe if you're going to watch the video, you should put a comment on just to show you watched it. And it's just nice to be. I know, and it's nice if somebody comments on your video. We try to reply to every comment, just to make it sure that we appreciate everybody who watches the videos. We even reply to the trolls as well. We tend to pin the trolls to the top of the comments. But yeah, it's a great community. It really is.
Mum's saying that the big announcement you're putting the Christmas lights up this year.
Yeah. Oh no, we're paying someone to do that, remember? But they're going up this year.
Let's see. What planet is Rob Songer from? Planet Good Bricklayer.
Mm. He's definitely an alien, Rob.
I think he was one of the Martians that helped build the pyramids.
He's from Planet Clay, isn't he? He's a superior being, Rob. And again, Rob has also plugged us a couple of times. And we've had a few chats with him in the comments as well. He's a really nice guy. He did ask us to go and work with him, but unfortunately COVID hit, and then we haven't had a chance. But he's, for Rob Songer to ask you to come and work with him is a big honour.
Yeah. Bit far for you, but plenty of work down here in the New Forest for good brickies.
Forgive my ignorance, but I don't know where the New Forest is. Let me know where that is.
Any Florida trips planned? Says Luke.
Absolutely. There's always a Florida trip in the pipeline, sometime.
Mike, not your average builder. Hi Steve, was wondering if you went through the CITB apprenticeship as a lad. As I was reading this week that it might be getting scrapped. It was the path I took starting in '84.
CITB and City and Guilds, I think they were one and the same at the time. But yeah.
Yeah. I think I did CITB actually as well.
Was that part of it?
I think so, yeah.
There's that many different ones. I mean, when I got my CSCS card, if I couldn't have proved that I'd done my apprenticeship, they said I had to do an MVQ in Brickwork after 32 years. Probably about 10 years ago, my CS card, so 26 years experience, but I had to do an MVQ. But luckily, I managed to find the certificate and got it sent out. It's just obviously you're paying for these courses. It's just money for nothing. Same as the CSCS card. That's a joke. You have to pay a fortune to get it, and I think I had 2, so that's about 10 years. I had to show it twice.
I've still not had one.
No.
Did the test.
I've done the exam, but never had the card. You've never been asked for it.
No.
But we're not on site anymore anyway, so MVQ not very qualified. Absolutely. Yeah.
What's on tomorrow? Asks Ben.
Part 3 of the controversial series, the manhole. We've built over the manhole, which has upset a lot of people.
Right, I can't take down a stud wall properly, apparently.
Oh yeah, somebody had a go at him for not. He said painful to watch Alex knock down that stud wall. So I put, well, Alex has never done it before, so nobody's shown him how to do it. We filmed him doing it, and obviously I wasn't there to say, listen, do it this way. I said, well, you sound like the type who just take the piss out of somebody rather than show them how to do it. So obviously I've seen that now, so I know to show him how to do it properly. First time he used a sledgehammer, he ended up in hospital after 20 minutes because he held the sledgehammer at the top and hit the wall, slashed his finger open. So now he doesn't hold the sledgehammer near the head anymore.
But, you see me operate a digger.
Yeah. He jumped on the digger on this job we've just done, and he just worked it perfectly. I managed to hit the house and smash the front of the house with it.
Oh, David's got to go because the missus is on one.
Which one?
David White.
See you, Dave.
Good luck, Dave.
Might see you tomorrow, Monday 8:30. See you there.
Gary One Ball loves our videos from Belfast. Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Mum's saying about us putting the lights up. MVQ not very
He's
qualified.
putting our lights up this year. He is. Who is?
You. Ben's asking if you watch Tricky Bricky.
Used to. I don't watch him so much anymore. Like I
Mike.
said, I've had to cut down the people I watch.
Yeah, and Mike, not your average builder. Yes, I got my City and Guilds too. And when I did CS, they wanted my CITB number. Luckily, it's all on record. Surprised me.
Yeah. Well, I had to pay for search, and then that cost about 30 odd quid. Then I had to pay for the certificate, for a duplicate of the certificate. That cost about 30 odd quid. And then I had to pay them to take the test. And bear in mind, these are all the same people that I paid all this money to.
Mark's gonna go as well. See you, Mark.
See you, Mark.
Thank you.
And when this one did his test, I just went online, typed in the CSCS test, and just clicked the first one. And it was one of these intermediaries, so it cost me about 50 odd quid for the test. Instead of scrolling down a bit and going direct, I went through intermediary and paid a fortune, which is a proper schoolboy error. That.
And like, nothing came of it.
No, did the test and never got the card.
Yep. Well, Nottingham Paul. Made me do my NVQ in groundworks after 46 years in the trade.
Yeah, that's what I say to that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm good to tell you off.
She'll tell me off, but she'll get me later.
Yeah.
Got to go nice to have you both. Thanks, Mark Lawrence.
Thank you very much. We should play wrap up soon then too, actually.
Yeah, we'll give it another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Frankie. I don't know, do you?
Do I have other plans?
Well, if he has, he hasn't told me. So hopefully not.
Q Norbury, what's your next job?
Um,
An extension at the moment.
yeah,
We've prepped the slab, so next job is get the concrete in, get the slab in.
slab it tomorrow, as long as we can get the concrete tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah,
Or-
lastminute.com.
Yeah, because I forgot to ring up Saturday. Couldn't ring up Friday because we haven't prepped it. We only prepped it today. So next job is brickwork. All the materials are coming tomorrow, so we can get the slab done in the morning, hopefully, and crack on with the brickwork in the afternoon. And then once the brickwork's done, we've got 2 steels to put in, but complicated ones.
Sarah's available to take my place.
Yeah,
oh
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, steels have got to go in, but customer wants them hidden in the joists. So
In fact, yeah, Sarah, you can join in for that steels job. I'll mind Daisy for the weekend.
yeah, yeah, it's going to be a fun one. That one, never done one before, so all the joists are going to be cut and timber put into the web of the steel. Joist hangers put on, all the joist into the joist hangers. So look, thankfully Robbie are going to be there with us to do that part while we get the steels in.
So how is it staying up there?
The usual thing on pad stones, which is going to be like 3 courses higher.
Right.
So we're going to take a bit higher than that, prop up on the outside with strong boys, and then we can come down a course and then prop up the inside wall with strong boys. Otherwise we have to put needles right through into the bathroom, into the toilet, like smash a hole right through both skins. So we're going to try and do it with strong boys. It's going to be awkward, but the steels are a lot shorter than normal.
So she's only available from June.
Yeah, you've got to work to go back to in June.
Yeah. You gotta pay for Daisy's birthday presents.
Mm.
And mine, actually.
Yeah.
You've seen the Clone Wars Hot Toys I sent you.
What else? We've got Fatboy Slim on Friday, haven't we?
Is it Friday?
Yeah, Friday, Liverpool, Fatboy Slim. Can't wait for that. Me and Sarah went to see him a couple of years ago at Manchester. So we're taking Alex along this time. So it'll be me, Sarah and Alex. Me and the kids.
Is he saying it's not too bad, we'll piss the steel job, some nice inside work when it rains? Yeah.
It's not inside, we're doing both from outside.
Oh.
Because of the because we're trying to avoid using the needles, we're going to prop everything from outside, do it from the inside bit. The joiners will be doing that bit.
Speak of the one from Planet Great Bricklaying, the Rob Songer.
Oh, right.
Hey, Rob.
Hang on, what's that one first?
And Mike, not your average builder. You have had any issues with permitted developments? Some councils seem to try and screw for money when there's no need.
Not really, not so far.
Not
been so bad so far.
The god has arrived, says Gareth.
Hi, Rob. Have your ears been burning because we've been talking about you in this chat? All good.
Gareth, my son gives me that look when I tell him we're going to what we're going to be doing.
roll of the eyes.
Kieran, what's the next video ready to watch? Part 3 of the
botch job.
Botch job, yeah. Fixing up the botch job.
Yeah, and I'm currently editing the final summer house video with the finishing off the last 2 pikes. But we've filmed so much on that. We've done like nearly about an hour and a half footage, so I've got to get that down to like 40 minutes.
Izzy's calls poor sods.
We've done worse. We've done worse. It's just going to be different.
We don't know that yet.
Well, no, it's just going to be different. It's going to be awkward, but no, it'll probably be no harder than garage. In the garage, they were hard.
They were hard. Die. Well, I'm not telling anyone to die. I'm just reading their name. I've already said that. Gareth said that the gods are
wrong. Oh, right.
I'm reading dies. Don't worry, Alex. If all you could comment was that your ability to take down a stud wall, I should move out of his mum's basement.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, what is it? Just pointless. He took the time to write that comment down. All right, if you don't like it, just don't watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or we get some idiots in the comments. We've had to ban a few people because the vitriol that's come out of them. But
they just talk out their arse. Pardon my French. Rob's chatting about me, have you? Sorry, he's eating at the moment. What's for tea, Rob? It's been a bit late, aren't we, for tea?
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Oh, I had a burger stack. I'm still suffering from it. Went out for tea tonight.
I didn't.
No. Do you use a mortar bed with large steels? Is it okay to install and dry, or do you use Packer? Great content, by the way.
First off, thank you, Lombard.
Yeah, tried all kinds of different ways, and whichever way I do it, somebody in the comments will say it's wrong. I got told today that steels should be put on 2 courses of blue engineering bricks and packed with slate, whereas we've always been told by building control to put them on dense concrete pad stones, which are better than engineering bricks, obviously. Because the other thing is, I was originally told never bed them so the steel's directly onto the pad stone, and then I've also been told to put a tight bed. I've been told to put a dry bed. I've been told to use 3-to-1. So, like as I say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And the way we did the last one, I put the pad stones in, we jacked it up, and I packed in a bed on top of the steel. And all the inspector said was, those steels are a bit overkill, weren't they? Basically said the steels were too big because whoever did the drawings just covered his arse basically. Yeah. And gave us a lot of extra work because the steels were like 135 sat on a 100mm wall, which is stupid. If it's on a sat on a 100mm wall, it should be a 102mm steel, and then all the weight is evenly distributed.
Rob's eating beef Thai curry after coming back from a gig in Norwich.
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 Yes.
Why is there a W there then?
It's just the way it's spelled.
Norwich.
What was the gig, Rob?
Norwich.
It's an early gig.
Norwich.
It's Norwich.
Cheers,
Cheers, Frankie.
Kieran, unfortunately, some people just don't like to see others succeed. Exactly. Izzy, you get some good comments. He spends half the time reading them.
Yeah, we do get a lot of good comments. Yeah.
And Mike, not your average builder. What's your view on strip foundations, i.e. minimum requirements for going for depth, deep fill? Do you prefer trench blocks, back breaking?
I did trench blocks for 10 years. up to 10 courses of trench block on some jobs.
I did them for 3 years.
But on the privates, we tend to go 2'6", 3 foot, 300 of concrete roughly, 1 course of trench, and then we make up the rest. We don't generally go any deeper than 1 course of trench. It all depends on the ground. I mean, we've just done a tiny little extension and gone down 1400, and then we've just done this one now. We're probably out about 2 foot, weren't we? The concrete was 2 foot deep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was only 9 inches below the ground. And it was a Victorian conservatory, but the customer had gone that deep with the concrete. Building control just let us square it off at the front and mass fill it with concrete. So the footing stayed in, although we thought we were taking it out, but it was like 15 inches deep. It was a good footing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's see. Frankie, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Frankie.
That's Dell.
Right. You're doing a great job with the videos, guys. Well, it's Dad doing the videos, not me. And pinning the negative comments is genius. Let those negative comments sink to the bottom of the ocean of the positive ones you get.
Yeah.
Gareth, depends.
On
Calculated?
Calculated weight load.
Weight load, but put in what the engineer says, then your back is covered.
Yeah, absolutely. Moonman Guitar, not seen you for a while, pal. Hi, gents.
What's our take on the shoddy brickwork on the new build shown by these snagging inspectors?
I've seen a few of them on YouTube and...
Seen a few in person as well.
Yeah. Well, we own one.
We live in one, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I could do a video about the brickwork in our house. And the lads who did ours are probably the better bricklayers, aren't they?
Yeah.
And some of it's not good. We've seen all kinds. I'm put it this way, I'm glad to be off site, and I feel sorry for the poor people who are buying these houses, the young kids who are buying the first houses, and they're getting a load of shit, a lot of them. Some bad stuff. Our drains are blocking a lot, aren't they?
Yeah.
The shower blocks up.
Blocked now.
Yeah. What else? All the painting had to be done, we've got a lot of cracks. Just it's just get them up and get them in, basically. There's no pride anymore.
No.
That's why we were pushed aside, because we were slow, but we cared about what we were doing, but we were too slow. They weren't interested, they just wanted them up.
Izzy's been told about 3 course of blue solids under the pad stones. Really depends on who's looking and passing your work. In the solid concrete pads are a pain. They're always tapered on one end.
Exactly, yeah. That's on one of Build with A&E's videos. They put one in and they actually ground it down flat and put a square on it. So, like you say, there's always a bit of a chamfer on them because they're made in a mould, and if you don't put a chamfer on, they won't come out of the mould. But if you are allowed to put a bed on it, that doesn't really matter, but it's still better practice to have a flat top.
Yeah. Sarah just said a house is built wrong.
Mm.
There's a lot we could say about Sarah's house.
Yeah, Sarah's wasn't one of the best.
Well,
you just seen the video of us taking her old fence down this time last year. That was a shocker.
Oh my god. And the gig Rob watched was Little Red Kings, a local band.
Very good.
And Tom Green has asked, have we finished the botch job with the metal lintels? Finished it a while ago.
Yeah, that was probably back in August.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, our videos are way behind, but it's when I get around to editing them. But yeah, part 3 is tomorrow at 8:30, and you'll see it all finished and everything, and see, because everyone keeps going on about there's going to be smells because we've gone over a manhole and you can't. We might as well just gone over the top of it and sealed it, and just wait and see. You'll see the reveal. I'm very proud of this job, and I'm basically the customer is an old lady. She said, "Can you just stop that leaking?" And it's just stood sat on the ground. I said, "I can't just build a wall." I said, "Your manhole's in the way, and if I build a wall across that concrete, the water will still go through it." I said, "You need to dig a foundation and come up with the brickwork and do it properly." Little do we know, there's no damp course in the extension. There's no DPC under the floor, DPM under the floor. It was that whole extension's an absolute disgrace, and whoever buys that house eventually just needs to drop it. It's horrible. But we were just polishing the turd, basically, stopping the rot for her and just making the back safe for her. at a cheapest price we could, which was more than we'd quoted because there was a lot of work went into that. And even on the second to last day, I think we had a power cut. We lost an hour and a half from the power cut, which we thought was my fault. And it turns out there was an outside light got full of water and tripped the electric while we were there, so it looked like it was our fault. It was just one of those jobs, just one thing after another. And those steels were absolutely ridiculous. You'll see in the video us cutting them out. They're like that thick. They're really thick, heavy steels. They're only shallow, but they're very heavy.
Oh, are your knees in?
Oh, not slow, guys. Just pride. Oh. Where are we up to?
Up here.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just saying that all the titans of YouTube are coming into our stream. Let's see. Martin, keep putting the negative comments and let us genuine viewers turn them assholes.
Yes, that's why I do it, because all the regulars who appreciate the channel do it for us.
A bit of static coming. Is the static? If there's any static coming from anybody else, let us know. It could be Dad moving his hands on the table.
Oh, what's static?
I don't know. That could be it.
Oh.
Let's see. Gary One Ball, great t-shirt, Alex. Thank you very much. Glad you like it. Rob, we saw them support Razor Light last night in a field with fireworks. It was a great night.
Sounds good. Better than those poor Americans who were we had the stampede.
Yeah. Gareth, Stratton and Robin haven't heard them, we'll have a look. Paul, Rob is the godfather of bricklaying. Can second that.
Say it again.
Sarah saying the house is, Rob saying what's wrong with the house. How long do you have?
Yeah, it's a bit late to start rhyming what's wrong with it. Oh, just one thing. Downstairs toilet is out of square.
It's a parallelogram.
Yeah, it's out of square and the floor's out of level, and the sink waste goes straight into soil pipe with a cap on top, which sticks out of the ground about an inch, and that's fine. Sarah's next door neighbour has got green mould growing in the cupboards in the kitchen and behind the couch in the living room and upstairs, and the builders say it's just one of them things, they're not interested in fixing it for her, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Where's NHBC when you need them?
Yeah. Gareth, classes built over time and not overnight. Forget the line monkeys, not the proper bricklayers like yourselves.
Yeah.
It's just taking pride in your work.
Yeah. We actually did an interview with Fixed Radio on Wednesday, I think, with Clive Holland, and he was telling us that Redrow are bringing in an apprenticeship for bricklayers, which they're going to fast track and have their bricklayers trained in 1 year. And he was asking what we thought about that, and I said,
BS.
It should be extended back to 3 years, not reduced to 1. We've got a real decline in bricklayers, and we need some quality bricklayers coming through. We need bricklayers who care, and because you're building people's homes, and some of the stuff you see churned out. I always say the bit you've got to concentrate on is by the front door, make it look really nice, and some of the stuff, like Sarah's, like the canopy was wonky, wasn't it? The ceiling down the doors are disgrace, it's all shrinking because it's that wide, and just one thing after another, after another, after another.
Yeah. Izzy, so do we film every job, or we pick and choose we pick and choose to film? Some jobs might not be worth it. Some jobs, like, sometimes the job can be that frustrating, we just don't bother filming it.
It's very rare we don't film it, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we'll try and film all of them, but sometimes we'll just be like, right, sod this, I'm not filming
we
this.
did a garage conversion last week, and it was the day after the clocks went back, wasn't it? And we did all two of them. 2 of them was done for 11. What did I have to go off for? We picked the bricks up from Warrington. Bricks were wet. I had to go and get something, didn't I?
Was it sand?
I think we had to get more
No, it
sand.
wasn't sand.
I had to pick something up anyway, but we started filming it, and by the time we finished it, it was 7 o'clock at night, and it was pitch black. We were jointing up. I was actually building it with the headlights of the van, because we've got lights in the garage, but we just forgot to take them, and so pretty much you can't see what we did because it was pitch black, so we couldn't film it. So that one's been scrapped. It would have been quite interesting, that one. But we've done a couple of other jobs on that.
We're gonna have to make sure we pack them lights now, just
Yeah,
always ready.
we've got some good Milwaukee battery lights. They're excellent. What are we up to now, mate? Izzy.
A&E now.
Izzy.
Oh no, Peter. Oh, bit of static. No, Sarah. Main problem is downstairs.
Nope.
You've read that?
I haven't read that. No, I skipped. We went back up to the top.
Oh.
Not too slow, guys. Just pride, passion, and beautiful workmanship. Thank you. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that.
And Rob, have we heard from Rodian recently? He texted me last week, and he's trying to get Holly and him to stay there for a weekend.
Sorry, say it again.
Have we heard from Rodian recently?
He texted me last week. I'm trying to get Holly and him to stay here for a weekend. How old is Sarah's house? So Sarah's answered that 20 months.
Yeah.
Totally agree. 3-year minimum. What's that?
The apprenticeships.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Rob. I mean, you're probably getting down. They probably come down in Rosie. They did come and visit us, but they were on the way back home from the lakes, and Holly was very, very ill, so she had to go to hospital. So we didn't get a chance to hang out that time. But they are coming up again soon. But I mean, you're a lot handier for them.
Rob, one of my students looked online. He found a college in Kent that does level 2 brickwork in 8 weeks. A level 2 in 8 weeks.
You can't even roll the mortar on the board in 8 weeks. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh God.
Oh look, Minty's in, Stephen Murray, and we didn't put the outside lights on for you. Stephen, that's the customer. Yeah, it dragged on a bit that, but we got it done. I still don't know what it looks like. It's not seen it in daylight yet.
Sarah said she sent you something on WhatsApp. You sent me it? No.
Let's have a look. Well, there you go.
It doesn't look as bad on the picture, she says, but like there's like the gist of it.
That's a standard
Gleason
downstairs toilet sink detail. So there's the lino just cut in a circle to cover the pipe. You can't see on the photo, but ooh. Is it gone? Oh, there it is. It's out of square, the room. You probably make it out on the tile pattern, and it's out of level. It's a disgrace. And they got my friend Jason to come and tile it for them, and he said, "I'm not tiling that." He said, "You need to get just some cushion floor with no pattern on it, because if you put a pattern in there, it's going to exaggerate the outer square."
Yeah. Rob Song said he laughed as well when they had an 8-week course.
There's while we're on about Rodian and Holly, there you go. That
is the wrong way round. Oh no, it's not. Take it back.
That is that's Holly's video on her own YouTube channel. She started a channel, and that's her first video, and it's a detailed of how she was diagnosed and everything, and basically how they just let things go on too long. But check her out. Holly Monty, go on YouTube, you'll find it. And Rodian put a video out last night too, doing a bit of charity walking.
Izzy's put F me at the sink. Tall Carpenter's put that's atrocious.
Yeah.
And Rob Song has put, well, a pedestal maybe.
No, they don't do them. Ours was the same. Ours came down and took a turn into the boxing in, so it just went like that. So we put what's it called? We put a sink unit around, haven't we, from IKEA? So that's tidied it up a lot. But they call it it's the cheap houses, so they say it's a blank canvas to do what you like with it. But like you say, basic standards.
Yeah. Tom Price. Hey fellas.
Hey Tom.
Me and Mandy. Oh, okay, Mandy. Yeah. Loving your work as always. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Do you remember Tom and Mandy?
Vaguely, yeah.
First good job with the cats.
Yes.
Yes. About 2 years ago. That's
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. You need to check out Tom if you like a bit of house music and DJing. Tom Price. He does a bit of that on YouTube.
Mum's
Good stuff.
telling Sarah because Sarah's name dropped the crap. We've named it up before as well.
Yeah. Martin, 5-star plumbing, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
the old 5-star builder Martin, that's right.
Shocking pedestal on its way, says AMA.
I think we're going to do the same as you put a unit across, but it's leveling the unit on the wonky floor.
Or a vanity unit.
Yeah, vanity unit.
Says Rob. Mum, don't mention names. We can mention what they're going to do. We live in the bloody house. We give them the money. Izzy, we did 4 weeks on Gleason was a joke, really. I think all the big firms, Gleason are probably the worst. Yes.
Yes.
Mum, you can't tell Izzy off, Mum.
Do you know what? Everywhere up to the not the contracts manager, the site manager are okay.
Well,
once you go above that,
some people.
yeah, there are a few edges, but once you go past that, it's just gone. They're not interested.
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
The way they treat the staff and the way they handle things is an absolute joke.
Absolute contempt. They don't support anybody. They don't look after anybody. It's just anyway.
Yeah.
Let's open that box.
Yeah. Dean Smith, good evening from Leeds. Good evening.
Hi, Dean.
Let's see.
Sarah's put, well, it's who I bought it off.
Yeah. Mum's saying stuff. Mum, doesn't matter.
What's Rob say?
Mum, do you really think they're going to take the time to look at our video and be like, oh dear, they're calling us names?
Stop, boys. What's Rob say?
So chaps, which Brickwork books would you recommend to the lads coming through today?
I have to admit, I haven't got any Bricklaying books. I know Charlie Collinson's been plugging one lately. I can't remember what it's called. And Rodian. Rodian's a good one to check out because he I think he has one in his link in his descriptions who to get. But ashamedly, I haven't got any Bricklaying books, which I should have really to pass on. But I was never given them, to be honest, and I've never had them to pass on. So I'm a bit ashamed of that, really. I suppose you've got the internet.
Mark Green, evening tall carpenter. Mum telling us off again. Brett Hosier. Hi guys, love all your work. What's the thickest or thinnest for this matter? I can cast a concrete base for a garage refurb. It runs about 4 inch to nothing over about 6 meters.
Well, you can't really go to nothing. I think a minimum for concrete is about 3 inches, and even then, if there's a fish screen under it, that's not ideal. It's a tough one, that really, because of being bricklayers or not. But I couldn't advise you really on that, on the concreting. The best bet is ask your local building control, or just ask a structural engineer for their advice. I'm trying to see if you can get the advice for nothing, because it can be expensive. But I wouldn't like to say, especially not seeing the job. Where are we on now?
Apparently the crackling is still bad. Check the mic connection if we use on. We're just talking to the iPad.
Yeah, it's just the iPad. It's
And you're still dragging your hands across the table.
yeah, just stop doing that. We can actually. We've got the Gopro 10 now, which we've just got.
Is that going to do anything?
You can do live streams with it.
Oh yeah, imagine trying to do that.
I know, we need to work it out. But
Can't even do the.
that's the new beauty. It's a lot bigger than the old one. Well, not a lot bigger. But, it's got a forward-facing screen for when you're talking to the camera. It's got a better microphone. It's bigger, which means it has bigger batteries, which means the batteries last a lot longer. It wasn't cheap, but it was definitely worth it. And then you've got this thing as well. This I don't know what it's called, but it's another GoPro accessory. And basically just attach it to stuff and put it over like upside down. It's a brilliant piece of kit, that. You can also take it off there and put the camera direct onto that. But we don't really do that very often. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then it's also in. It's actually the camera. That's not the actual camera. That's the media mod. That's about 60 quid extra. That's why they got the mic on it. Bear with me a minute. So there's the camera, minus the door. The new batteries are a lot bigger, so they last a lot longer. That's the media mod. It's basically like an enhanced camera, enhanced microphone with the muff on as well for the wind. But that just slots in there. And then they have the feet on the GoPro, which is just attached to all kinds. You put on head cam, chest mount, all kinds of stuff. That's mainly what we use. So that's that. Right, Alex has disappeared now, so I'm on my own at the moment. Thank you, Christine Kenny. Thank you, Izzy. There most of the time they don't have their moments. Oh. Just excuse me while I catch up. Love your movies watching. Christine, your fella and son are top blokes. Thank you, Izzy. Glad you appreciate us. Tall carpenter. Site work was awful when I was doing it. Every man for himself, no pride whatsoever. Still exactly the same, Dal. David Willis. It's like these 6 weeks plastering site, ready spinning doors, yeah. Rob Nash was what I had. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Bazza, my carpenter's apprenticeship lasted 5 years. Skill's not cheap. Cheap's not skill. Don't want to train people these days. No, that's true. They don't make it easy to train people either. I think for Alex's apprentice, I think I got 1,500 quid for the 2 years. That was it. That's all we got. Tall carpenter, hi Mark. Martin, Brickwork by W.G. Nash, Volume 2. I should really look some of these up for Alex. Bailey and Hancock, Rob. Christine, thank you, Izzy. They are most of the time, but they do have their moments. Thank you, Christine. Rob, but lads, I'm in the process of writing a book. This time next year, I'll be a millionaire. Wouldn't surprise me, Rob. I'd buy it. Paul Patton, W.G. Nash, Brickwork, Rob Classic. Izzy, the Bricklaying Fundamentals. Great book published way back in 1902. I think some very good material in it. Yeah, definitely. Gareth Hope, dig it up and insulate, then concrete. That's a good call, Gareth. Christine, yes, I can hear the crackling too. I don't know what that is. It must be the iPad. It must have a dicky microphone on it. Sorry about that. We're definitely trying to sort something. We tried to do it on the Mac, but it's a bit complicated for us. Christine, Izzy, what do you lads edit on and what software do you use? I edit on iMovie, which is a free app on the Mac, because I got a Mac for my birthday when I was 50. Christine, Sarah and Alex.
I'm Alex.
Yeah.
Pointed at me when you said Christine.
Christine's upstairs. Yeah, they got me a Mac for my birthday when I was 50. That's when I started editing properly. I used to do it on the iPad, but yeah, iMovie on the Mac. Gareth, I've been thinking my headphones were on. No, I don't know what it is. It sounds great. It sounds fine here, but it must be an issue with the iPad. Because there's no external mic on it, is there? Christine, Alex, check the crackling noise is getting worse. Oh no. Build any Gauge Brickwork by Gerard Lynch, cracking book. Getting all these
Book
recommendations. Yeah. The good thing is we can go back on the comments and see them. Dell, has your new GoPro got an external mic input? It has, yeah. The new media mod has little doors, whereas the old one didn't. There's that's the charging cable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got there's the mic, and I don't know what this one is. Just take them off.
Don't fiddle with it.
And then you've got, I think, a little, I don't know what that one's for. But yeah, all on there. Quite handy. We've got the external mic, and then you've got the the, I don't know what they're called, something shoes to put the mic on. We've actually got a road mic, haven't we? Which we haven't used very much, the external mic
Oh yeah.
that I got last year.
Yeah.
Tall carpentry we're up to.
Rob's longer. Yeah, saying the Jared is the best. And A&E like our GoPro.
Yeah, very impressed with it. I don't know what the footage is like yet because I haven't edited any of it yet.
Yeah.
But it films in 5K, which is pretty pointless because my editing software won't edit 5K, so it's a bit of a waste really. It's an all singing, all dancing. 70% of the stuff in it we'll never use, but it's just because it's just ideal for us, handy. And it works really well, doesn't it? Like it's more responsive.
Yeah. Izzy's heading off.
And then you've got the front facing screen.
See you later, Izzy.
See you, Izzy. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. 8:30. Right, where's that? I'm reading up on one of his books for the rubbed and gauge arches I'm doing at the moment. Those rubbed and gauge arches are genius, absolute genius. Rob, can we get a pre-order? Hey up guys, how's it going? Hope you're well. Marin Building and Roofing. Good, thanks mate. Yeah, we're having a good time at the moment. Yeah.
Mike, not your average builder. Qualifications these days are cheap. 2 years MVQ, college, like sausage machines, just churning them out. They are paid on amount of qualified trades pushed through.
That reminds me when we did on the tours. That guy came on who was talking about sausage factories.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, wasn't it? That was the day we met Builder A&E when we did it on the tools. Oh, sausage factories.
And then, let's see, Building Pure Clash Rob, like George Ellis of Carpentry and Joinery. Rob, Izzy, I'll update you soon. It'll be handwritten and hand sketched and mostly binded, cheap as but good as, I hope.
In other words, a good book with a bit of character as well.
Yeah. Izzy's going and such, so.
See you, Izzy.
Essing. Your videos are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've actually got a video which is coming up to, our second video is about to hit 100,000 views, and we've nearly got the one after it. We've nearly got 1,000 likes on it, so that's a bit of a goal, is to get 1,000 likes on one of the videos, which is quite exciting. So we'll have two that have gone over 100,000. We're coming up to 4 million views as well. This is YouTube's fault. They just keep throwing all these stats at you, but the 20,000 is the big coney that we're after. My son's at college at Norwich doing level 2 brickwork, and they don't even show them the lads tricks and techniques. They just get the brief drawing, then tutors leave them to it. No, that's no good.
No.
You need to be shown. Yeah, you need to be shown. Luckily, when Alex was in college, he was only apprenticeship in the class, so Paul, his tutor, took him under his wing and did a lot of one-to-one with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. We were very lucky. So he was doing the stuff on site with me, just doing the repetitive stuff, and Paul would show him the stuff that I couldn't, that didn't have time to show him. Stupid government greedy builders. Retained in building and waffle and door to produce nature-friendly modern people they think they won't. Yeah, William Ferguson. What's that one say?
Which one?
Rob Songry chaps can we WhatsApp too? Yeah, of course we can. The best way to share that without sharing it with everybody, including the crackpots, all our videos have our email at the bottom. So if you email us your number, we'll message you. We'll swap numbers.
Hi chaps, how are building supply times and prices are improving? Cheers from Dave.
If you're a builder's merchant, the prices are improving because they're going like that. I mean, they're going up almost every couple of weeks at the moment. Even like the jab light, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's only a couple of quid, but it's a couple of quid per sheet, and it's like only a couple of weeks since it went up last time. You've got to keep an eye on it. It's pretty scary at the moment, but it's this inflation. It's everybody's being affected, and it's not just buildings, not just materials. It's everything now, isn't it? You're shopping. The fuel is absolutely ridiculous. last time fuel was this expensive, there was a massive strike. So I don't know. It's uncertain times at the moment, and we'll have to see what happens with this bubble, and hope this bubble doesn't burst.
Rob's telling Gareth to get his boy to his workshop.
What's that?
He's got 3 spaces left, Rob.
Oh yeah.
90 minutes, should we wrap up?
Yeah, we've got 44 in now, so let's. So have you got anything else you want to say to us? Give us a quick comment, and then we'll wrap it up soon. Alright, we're up to.
Maybe Rob will build us a porch, Mum says. We're caught up at the moment.
Oh yeah, right, 3 spaces. Keep up the good work, Stephen. That's Rob Sunday 0 signing off. Goodbye. Thanks, Lombard 71.
I'll get the coffee started.
Yes, Christine, I'll put the kettle on for you. Okay then, we'll wrap it up now then.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. It's nice to see everybody in here, especially a lot of the lads that we watch as well. So if you're interested, tomorrow 8:30 you'll see part 3 of the controversial series of the botched utility room. You'll find out how it all ended.
Mum's having a go at me again, and we're getting a South Africa.
South Africa, hi Sean, blending in South Africa. Nice to join us.
Blending in. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up.
Yeah. If you want to catch the rest of it, let's go back and start again.
Yeah.
Well done, chaps. It's great seeing you here, but I think we need a pint soon. Yeah.
Definitely.
That could be sooner than you think.
Luckily, after 3 days not at college, we're hoping showing him the way of the Jedi, but not. But it would be great to meet up for a cuppa.
Yeah, definitely. So it's time to wrap it up now then.
Yeah.
So again, thanks for joining us, and
hopefully see you tomorrow.
Yeah, drop in for a chat tomorrow, 8:30. 8:30. It's premiere. It's our second Monday because the Mondays seem to be doing okay. And thanks for all the kind comments, and thanks for following the channel. We really appreciate it. And let's head for 20,000 soon, and we'll give away some presents.
Yeah.
So thanks again. See ya.